welcome back to another Dundalk Preview. Alan, you had a very, very good week last week. You're back.
Yeah, a couple of winners, Ryan. Look, we kind of hit a couple on Wednesday. We didn't do anything for Friday. We were still looking at it, but no, we're back. We're back in a bit of form. Looking to get a couple of winners tomorrow. Not the worst card in the world. I know we chat about this earlier on. I don't think it's too bad. You might have thought it otherwise.
Yeah, I did think otherwise, I'm not gonna lie. So look, we'll start with the first race. Was it the 220, isn't it? Good early start. It's 2 miler as well, Alan, it's over 2 miles, but it's 45-65 handicap. And good old Sharjah is running in it, steps up from 1 mile 4 last time out. Yeah, I think it was 1 mile 4. Yeah, look, finished third. I tipped it up each way. Finished very well, I thought. The Slattery's great horse. Interesting to see it go back up over 2 miles. And yeah, I'd play again each way here on Sharjah.
Yeah, I look at Ryan. I'm going to take you on one of John McConnell's Yamato, formerly trained by Mick Halton. This horse really impressed me at Navan last time out. Look, seen off April's Joy and Jeff Kidder. Now, we all know what Jeff Kidder did over hurdles. He's not really translated that over on the flat. Yamato, look, it could prove a wee bit better than them. John McConnell commented after that race that there was going to be a break for this horse. I'm surprised he's actually coming here, but he's up £11 for that win. He was second off this mark in 2019. He's a course winner. Look, I'd say he'd be bang there in around 4-1.
That horse has broke my heart so many times, Alan. So that's the only reason I haven't went from. But yeah, I can't knock your reasoning. It was a very good run. Moving on to the second race, the 250 maiden. Alan, kick us off over 7 furlongs.
Yeah, I'm going to be unoriginal, Ryan. As I said, like most when I look at favourites and I look at this race, I can't see anything other than Ultramarine winning very impressively. He's likely to be a very short price. That's what I wrote down before I even checked the prices. I see now he's 4s on. He was fourth in the Brinton O'Brien National Stakes at the Curragh, which is a Group 1 behind Native Trail. He was fourth in the Group 3 and third in the Ballyhane at Naas behind Horse Ger Lanes. This is a massive drop in class. He's nicely drawn in 8. Mark Gallagher on board for Joseph O'Brien. I just think pop him out, make all. I don't see how anything else will even get close to him.
I'm gonna go against Jalen. I'm going against the 1-4 shot. I am going for All in the Mind. This one was fourth last time out at Dundalk here. It was fourth behind Purple Dawn and Alarus. Do you remember that race?
No, I don't think so.
No. It was a very good race actually. Looking back now, I thought that All in the Mind will come on something serious. He looks very promising. He finished ahead of Capital Gala, who I'm quite fond of. That was fifth that day, so finished. I think it was a neck or something ahead of that. Yeah, no, it's one I'm definitely looking forward to seeing. Maybe without the favourite for obvious reasons. It's a 1-4 shot, but we have seen so many of them get turned over at Dundalk, so it would come as no shock to me to see All in the Mind win. Moving on to the 320, Alan. What are you going for?
Yeah, Ryan, look, you know better than anyone. I'm very sweet in these barrier trails. I like watching them. I like watching the form back. Kevin Prendergast has won here. Daisy Jones. Now, I've waited quite a while on this filly. She stuck at it well when she won a barrier trail. She's seen off Hobson's Bay and Impulsar. They're looking into that form. Impulsar's come out in one since when Hobson's Bay was back in fifth. I just think that it's going to be interesting to see what the market makes for tomorrow. There's been no real moves overnight. She's 7-2 and around that. If there's money for this, I'd be keeping it very close eye on it. She's 7-2, 4-1. I think she's smart, and I think she's definitely going to be bang there to finish.
Yeah, I'm going for, is it Jack Sullivan or Jackie Sullivan?
Yeah.
Gavin Ryan is riding this one. Came fourth last time out. We were talking about that race actually last week, was it? The one John Moore won on Big Dream. I thought looking back at it, Jack Sullivan, ran on well. I seemed to be nearly biding his time as to when to go, just probably left it a bit too late. 12 to 1 looks big. I'm happy enough to play each way on that one. Um, where are you going for in the next, or what are you going for, should I say?
I spent most of today looking through this race, and I keep siding with the Tony Martin horse Acklack with Robbie Colgan on board. Very interesting the basis of form when second last time out behind the first man. Now first man's a stablemate of Acklack. That form really has worked out well. I've written this down now a couple of times. The 4th, the 9th, and the 12th have all come out in one sense, with the 5th and the 14th being placed. This horse is only having his fourth start in the all weather. He's relatively lately raced as a 7-year-old. He landed a handicap off 65 in Leopardstown in April with Robbie on board. He's going to need a fast pace drop and trip. It was only a claimer the last day. He's back in a handicap. Look, Tony Martin knows the time of day. We all know that. I wouldn't be surprised to see this horse win and win nicely.
Yeah, I'm going for a firm favourite of mine, Linus Larrabee. First time here going over a mile, so that's quite interesting. I thought that caught the eye a bit. Declan McDonough's riding, obviously. Look, Linus Larrabee's been round, quirky enough horse, bit strange at times. Look, hopefully the mile helps. I'm unsure whether it will or not, but you can probably see a trend in the horse I'm going for here. Bit of outside chances. Trying to go against grain. Like I said, I did not like this card at all, but I am very happy to play with Linus Larrabee in this race. Moving on to the next race on the 420. What have you gone for as the Division 1 of the first of these handicaps?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Power Drive, Ryan. I was really impressed with the ride Ciara Flynn gave Power Drive. I think it was last Wednesday. I don't know why, but sometimes around the Dundalk you see a horse going to the front, and you're starting to worry because it's a long home straight. But Ciara got her fractions absolutely spot on. She hung on nicely over a mile and a quarter that day. She's gone back up to a mile and a half. This horse won 3 times in the all weather from 14 starts. She's drawn 9. She's going to probably pop out, try and make all. She's going to have to hold on a wee bit longer up the straight. But maybe now that he's got his head in front, wouldn't surprise me if he got in again. I think he's 9 or 10 to 1. I'd be happy to play each way.
Yeah, I am going for Eden Gardens there. Chris is going to ride this one. Look, I was impressed with this last time. It probably met a probably well handicapped horses. John Connell's no trouble, but did beat the likes of Spruce Meadows and Racy Lacey in that race. So look, that impressed me last time. Probably could have got closer to the leader, but like I said, I think John Connell had that one well handicapped. Yeah, look, I'm very happy to play with this one. Probably one of my picks of the night, to be honest. That is in there, Alan Ash. So we 10 to 1. No, I probably go each way. That's going to be my each way play tonight, I think. Moving on to the 450, it's the second part of the handicap. What are you going for?
Yeah, look, we've been out there a few times now, and we know that Brendan Duke is no stranger to coming up to Dundalk. He brought up Pride of Pimlico. We've seen him with Jonah Pimlico going up there and then going over hurdles. The one that I like in it is Moving. Now, this horse is formerly trained by Jim Bulger, but caught the eye when finishing 6th to Rita Levi last time out. Now, I've read a couple of comments after that, and Melanie Horseman was on board. I don't know whether this horse would have needed a little bit stronger handling. You're going to have Rory Cleary on board this time around. Wide draw doesn't seem to be much of it's not going to be much of a disadvantage. I think Rory's going to just pop him in behind and travel away. He's 12 to 1. He's an each way bet. Look, I say it every week. The last couple of races, they're tricky handicaps. But definitely look for the extra places if you can get them, and see you might run on into 4th or 5th.
Yeah, I am actually going for one here that you went for last time out, Solar System. The Ambreen source, 25 to 1 here. That got dropped £3 from its last run, which, I think needed to happen. But in now at 45 red, it does not want to slip down anymore. I won't get into these kind of handicaps. So, races will be limited and short come by, hard to come by. Look, it's previous course winner. We know that dead heated that night. Kevin Manor wrote it. Gavin Ryan's on it this time. Cheat pieces are also on for the first time, which is quite interesting. Yeah, look, I'm happy to play a Solar System 25 to 1 each way, definitely. As I said, going big prices here, looking for maybe a small bit of value. Like, I do not like this card at all. I'm really looking forward to Friday though. Friday looks a decent enough card actually. Moving on to the last race. Last race is going to be my apple night. Alan, I am going to go for International Lady. Has come second last two times out. Looked fairly good both times. Was beat in that photo finish. Was a dream delivered. Darren Bunyan's
Yeah,
horse.
dreams
Yeah.
delivered. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that looked a very good run, and then ran similarly well against Tower of Power, I think it was as well. Yeah, no, I'm quite interested to see how this one goes. I think it's stepping up in trip as well. £7 claimer on as well. Yeah, Napoli Night, definitely International Lady.
Yeah, well, that's actually two. You're putting up two that I put up the last time, so I'm going against them. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get them and I don't. The one that I'm going to put up is Francis Casey's Rock You By You. Ran well behind Pro Bono last Wednesday on Conor Maxwell. Now, it's interesting, dropped a pound, and Siobhan Rutledge is going to be on board claiming 5. This horse, again, very lightly raced, but seems to be getting the hang of things this season. Second to Too Bright of Noel Meads was common over 1.3 when it was well fancied. Back from 14s in the morning down to an SP of 4-1. Now, if Siobhan can get him settled from an inside draw, he's going to be running on. I seen in around 11, 12-1. Like, again, watch the market. It wouldn't surprise me in the morning. We normally see a lot of movers for Dundalk up till start of race time. Keep an eye on this one. I'd say it'll be a wee bit of movement.
Yeah, Alan, finally, not next best each way.
Tricky enough card. Look, I napped up Aklak on the Bowen Racing Preview. I think he's going to take a lot of beating for Tony Martin. My next best is going to be Daisy Jones in the 320. I think that barrier trail form's very strong. And my each way of the night is probably, well, each way of the day is probably going to be Rock You By You in the last. I think he might surprise a few.
Yeah, I'm going to nap up International Lady 6-1. I think that's a massive price in that last race. Next best, I'm torn. Linus Larrabee, possibly. Yeah, I'm going to go with Linus Larrabee. The other one was going to be All in the Mind without the favourite. But yeah, I'm actually going to go with Linus Larrabee. That step up to 1 mile is quite interesting. It's catch my eye quite a lot. I keep going back to it. And my each way is going to be Eden Gardens in the 420 at 10-1. I think that horse has a lot of potential, and that race last time was, it was a very good race. Bet some nice horses in though. 10-1 looks very, very big.
Yeah, that's us, Ryan. We're hopefully getting to the track on Friday.
Yeah.
No doubt it'll be hat, scarves, gloves, and everything on. But sure, look, as ever, we might try and get a preview done on Thursday night to be back for Friday.
Yeah, 100%. Anything else to add, Alan?
Like, subscribe, and follow as normal.
Perfect. On that note, we'll leave it there.